Pokemon Conquest, one of several spin-off games in the DS era of Pokemon. Conquest has a totally different playstyle to a traditional Pokemon title. Its combat is still turn-based, but also includes actually having to position your pocket monsters on the battlefield, along with being able to control up to 6 Pokemon at once. Type advantages, misses, critical hit, the staples of Pokemon combat are still very much present. And while I will admit it's pretty cool to have more intricate battlefield mechanics, there are some problems with the way certain aspects are handled. Each Pokemon in the game has one move, one singular attack, which is based entirely upon its species, which does make for a simpler time as far as team building goes. The issue is these moves have ranges. The Pokemon can only hit opponents that exist in its move's specified range. Sounds fine. You got things that hit directly in front, that sweep, some travel a couple tiles, others are around your Pokemon. I don't see a problem. These are not what I mean. Those are completely fine, and how I expected ranges to work. But then there exist things like this, and this, and this. God, do not get me started on this one. The battlefields in this game are not shaped in nice square grids. There are plenty of obstacles that make it legitimately impossible to position far away from an enemy Pokemon. Things with moves like this can literally get into no-win scenarios. You can cross your own Pokemon, but if an enemy Pokemon is on a tile, you can't walk past it. You are stuck in an area where the enemy can never be hit and there is nothing you can do to change it. I could understand if they made it have seriously decreased accuracy or damage for being at the non-optimal distance. That would be acceptable. But this is just cruel. Every major battlefield in this game has a gimmick to it, based upon the typing of the area you are in. It's a very clever concept, but also leads to more ridiculous RNG moments. It's just in combat. We haven't talked about gameplay outside of battle, because that's totally different too. There are kingdoms that come under your command when you win the major battles against other warlords. Your allies, recruited from various areas in each kingdom, inhabit each zone, and can be marched from one place to another, increasing the strength stat of that particular kingdom. For most of the game, this didn't matter too much. I would move people around to where I felt they fit best, and my main army would be next to whatever objective we were progressing towards conquering. So I didn't know, or even expect, that one day, who was located where would matter. If the strength of your kingdom next to an enemy-controlled kingdom is too low, the AI can decide to attack your kingdom, forcing you to play out a battle with whoever you have located there. It's strongly discouraged from attacking when your strength is really high, but if it's on the low end, from spreading out your people to maximize your interactions, you're in for a rough time. Which brings me to another problem. The reason this invasion in particular was able to happen is that I lost to the Avia army for reasons we've already gone over. So now their powers are split between the main kingdom and the one they stole from me. Now, if you were in a real war and knew that a force stronger than you was now spread thin, having separated some of its strongest members to another land, would you not attempt to take their leader down while he's not being protected, and then recover your, let's be honest here, random unimportant citizens that were captured after the fact? It just makes sense. That's what the AI essentially did. My main army had moved to another kingdom, so they attacked the weakened section. If you haven't figured it out yet, the game won't let you do it. You cannot attack the split army. I could easily have destroyed the 3 remaining at the Avian City, and then the 3 at Viperia right after. It'd have been completely fine. A cakewalk, even. But you cannot do it. The computer can take whatever it wants, but you can't strategically respond to it. Managing who is where at any given time is a large but not well explained portion of this game. If a kingdom is adjacent to an enemy territory, having one of your friendly warlords hang out there is the easiest way to discourage the AI invasion mechanic. I only had it happen the one time, but I will not forgive nor forget that it did. When an ally does something at a location, that person becomes stuck there. I suppose the idea is they're too tired to go somewhere else. Until you make them do something, you are free to move anyone, anywhere in the kingdom as many times as you want, so long as that location has room, as only 6 allies may be at any one place, just the same as a regular Pokemon team. Your goal is to conquer the Ransei region, a land comprised of 17 kingdoms, one for each Pokemon typing. As an Eevee user, you are the warlord for the normal type kingdom, called Aurora, accompanied by your second in command, a sweetheart named Koichi. Throughout your journey, she warns that another very powerful army, led by Nobunaga, threatens to destroy all of Ransei. This quest to conquer the region is an effort to stop that from happening. Along the way, you meet plenty of interesting folks, each with their own motivation for whatever side they have allied with. Some even face moral conflicts, choosing between loyalty and what might be the correct path, which I think is a nice touch. It makes things feel more real, like these characters actually have thought and desires. This is obviously a good guy wins kind of game, so clearly you will eventually get to and defeat the guy who is trying to destroy everything. No one is surprised by this. What does come as a shock is the ambush after securing Arceus. Alright, I didn't mention that. So according to legend, if the Ransei region is ever fully united, a super powerful Pokemon is said to appear. That of course being Arceus. And obviously, whoever links with the creator of the whole region is considered the most powerful being. You know, the typical power fantasy kind of thing that tends to get guys going. Anyways, we get ambushed by Nobu and a shiny Rayquaza, which I don't think makes it any stronger, but it's way cooler. As it would turn out, Nobunaga wants to destroy Arceus, as he blames it for all of the conflict that has plagued this region. He figures if the reward for fighting ceased to exist, it would bring about peace. He's really not a bad guy after all, just misguided in his intentions. The game concludes with us relinquishing control of every kingdom to its normal warlord and restoring peace by diplomacy instead of force. It's a good story. I approve. Pokemon Conquest is by no means a bad game. Please do not take me rating it this way to mean that. I'm just not a fan. I feel that the clunkiness of the menuing systems, the multitude of random negative outcomes that can occur, and the lack of player friendliness to the battling system make it difficult to say this game lacked problems. If you are someone who likes tactical RPGs or resource management games with a bunch of grinding, this will be great for you. As a fan of Pokemon in general, the collection aspects in this are really cool. The art and sprites are totally adorable, and knowing there's a perfect match for every character to find is an insane amount of potential content for someone who likes discovery. If you enjoy the playstyle of Conquest, it is absolutely a gigantic game to complete, with multiple stories unlocking after the credits and nearly 200 Pokemon to collect. If you think it looks like fun, I would not discourage you from trying it out. I can see where someone could absolutely love this game, but someone just isn't me. Thanks so much for watching, and special thanks to Jason for requesting Conquest. Here's a playlist of other titles I've played for the Elite tier members if you want more of my opinions. I hope you have a lovely day.